On November 26, 2021, the World Health Organization announced a new COVID-19 variant of concern, Omicron.
Omicron, which has just been dubbed a variant of concern by the World Health Organization.
Omicron is here and it's spreading fast.
I'm afraid we're now facing an emergency in our battle with the new variant, Omicron.
200,000 daily Omicron infections.
The virus was first detected in South Africa. And within days, countries around the world began detecting cases within their own borders.
The White House is now restricting travel from South Africa and 7 neighboring countries.
Canada has imposed new travel restrictions and testing requirements in response to the Omicron variant.
The immediate reaction to the announcement of the variant was just outrageous, and it was an overreaction.
Sajid Javid, the UK Health Secretary, confirming the rapid spread of Omicron here in Britain. Given that rapid spread, the UK government feels that it's effectively pointless, is how some sources are describing it, having any of those countries on the red list at all.
What makes this variant so concerning is the number of mutations it's undergone. It's left the world wondering, will the variant be more transmissible? Will it cause more severe symptoms? And do our vaccines still work against it? The COVID vaccines are designed to teach our bodies to look for identifying markers on the virus, called the spike protein. It's a bit like looking for someone wearing a red and black flannel shirt. Once we know what to look for, it's pretty easy to identify them. In the case of our immune system, though, it not only identifies the virus, but destroys it. Now, here are the 5 main variants of concern. The alpha, beta, gamma, and delta variants all have around 8 to 15 mutations in the spike protein. Omicron, in comparison, has more than 30 mutations in the spike protein. These mutations to the spike protein are concerning, because if the spike protein changes enough, or in certain key places, it might make our vaccines less effective. Omicron is more infectious. In early December, over 75% of everyone in the province of Ontario, Canada, had received at least 2 COVID vaccine doses. Right now, with the Delta variant, an infected person infects 1 other person on average. However, a person with Omicron, on average, is predicted to infect over 4 other people, making it 4 times more infectious than the Delta variant in Ontario. Infection rates vary considerably in different places, depending on many factors like how many people are vaccinated and what public health measures are in place to try and control the spread of disease, like mask wearing or lockdowns. With that in mind, on a global level, some researchers are predicting 1 person with Omicron may infect 6 to 8 people on average. Another concern with Omicron's mutations is that it may cause more serious symptoms and be more deadly. Early discussions suggested that Omicron may produce milder symptoms compared to other COVID variants. This was based on initial reports and first-hand accounts coming out of South Africa. But there are a few issues with this claim. First, a large majority of South Africans have likely already been infected with COVID-19, or a variant of it, in particular the Delta variant. Some estimates suggest that 80% of the population may have contracted the disease since the beginning of the pandemic. And around 30% of the population have received 2 vaccines and have been infected with the disease, making them particularly resistant to Omicron symptoms. Only a very small percentage of the population in South Africa has no immunity at all against COVID-19. In comparison, just under 20% of people in Ontario have received no vaccine, and just under 10% have received 3 vaccines. So many more people in Ontario are likely to experience more severe symptoms than those in South Africa. A second factor to consider is the population age. In South Africa, the median age is 27 years. In Ontario, it's over 40. And we know age plays a significant role in how severe COVID symptoms can be, with older people getting more severe symptoms. Ultimately, it's just too early to tell for sure if Omicron causes more severe symptoms or not. Researchers will likely have better answers in the coming weeks to months. but it's reasonable for us to expect Omicron to cause more severe symptoms in North America than what we're currently hearing about in South Africa. So, how well do our current vaccines protect us against Omicron? Being vaccinated with 2 vaccines appears to protect people well from severe illness and hospitalization. That's the good news. For those who've been previously infected with COVID, or for anyone whose second dose was over 3 months ago, Omicron is almost as likely to infect you as an unvaccinated person. And that's alarming. In the coming weeks, North America is likely going to see a big spike in cases.
No one should be in any doubt. There is a tidal wave of Omicron coming.
We are concerned with the large volume of individuals who are being infected every day in the population, that we are going to have a very difficult 4 weeks ahead.
People are unable to imagine how fast this goes. That's a real challenge.
So if you have any upcoming plans to see family and friends in the coming weeks, you may want to make some changes to reduce your risk of exposure. I know I am.